I'm Heather from here Booktubes, and I have been on Booktube for 6 months. This is going to be my experience, some of the things that I've learned, some tips that I have, and just kind of the reality of what the first 6 months have been like. I obviously am a romance booktuber, so I focus heavily on romance books. This is a pretty small niche, even in the booktube niche, which is inside of YouTube. So we're really scaling down here. So that obviously affects growth two different ways. One, it makes it harder to appeal to the masses, and two, gives you a smaller pool to swim in where you can excel with people who want what you're providing because you have a specific content and you're not just vlogs of like everyday life. That's hard to be found because there's a million of those. Definitely going to show you guys my planner and how I follow my analytics a little bit and just some of the things that I've been doing the whole time so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not saying that this is what you should do. I'm not saying this is the end all be all. It's more, this is my experience. If you are thinking about starting a booktube or have just started one, here's something to compare your experience to or to know what is going on.
So I write notes on all of my videos, and you can see that I have a check mark on it if it's already been filmed. I have any notes like character names that I might need, as well as the title and author. This one I haven't done any of the work for yet, but I do know that is coming up. This one's done. This one working on right now. I have the list but not the details, and I haven't filmed it or uploaded it yet. Filmed and uploaded, so that's kind of my method for keeping track of what I'm doing in videos. Have all of my video ideas listed out. I try every once in a while to go ahead and check off any that I have already made. Here I have all of the videos with the exact titles that I put on them for YouTube listed so I can see what all I have made in one place. I write down my analytics about once a week, once every 2 weeks, so I can see those numbers go higher with the subscribers and the watch time and the views, all of those going up, up, up. I also every once in a while write down what my highest viewed video is and how many views it has so I can see it increase. My highest viewed video for a long time has been dark romance, and it's closely followed by my romances like Crescent City video. And they were both early videos that I made, but they do have my highest views, and I try to keep track of that so I can see the growth in that also. On Sunday, when I filmed the sit-down portion of this video, you can see my watch time was up to 14,400 minutes, my views were up to 5,100, my subs were up to 421. The watch time and the views are just during the last 28 days. So that's not total for all your time on YouTube. Obviously, the subscribers are everything that you've accumulated. I'd love to see it higher, but it sure is a lot higher than it used to be, so it's encouraging. So this is October's planner. Post-its are videos that are not uploaded yet, even if I've already filmed them. Once I have it uploaded and completely done, I get to reward myself by writing it down on the day that I did and with the stickers. So that's what I do. I have videos planned out all the way through January, but if I decide to swap any in or out, it's no biggie. I'll just move the post-it. And this helps me to be organized, and I love this method. I'm a big fan. In September, I did switch over. You can kind of see where I switched to trying to do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday videos, and then if I have an extra video, it goes up on Sunday, which is usually readathon related. And I'm trying out to see how posting consistently on those same days of the week will help my growth. So that's what I'm trying right now.
So I've been making videos for 6 months. I started when I had like 150 video ideas. And I've continued to grow from there. I have a bajillion video ideas. If you are thinking about starting a booktube, I highly recommend, one way or another, keeping careful track of your reading. The more that you can break down what categories your books would fall into that you would be willing to recommend that are high enough up on your enjoyment scale that you would recommend them to other people, keep careful track of what categories they could fall in. This can be trope-based, like brother's best friend, or age gap, or second chance romance. These are all things that you should keep track of. I recommend. Or even just romantic suspense, paranormal, yada yada yada. If you keep track of where they go, it makes it easier to find the books that you want to recommend for a specific topic or video. Also, if you're anything like me, you are not going to remember all the books you read by even a little bit. So the more that you can keep track, even if you are still thinking about starting one and are nowhere close to actually executing on it, is still well worth keeping careful track of your reading. So again, 6 months, I've made 64 videos, which is pretty good, I think. I don't think that you should make videos every single day starting out necessarily, and I also think that you should at least try to have more than one video a week, because one video a week is only 4 videos in a month, and so it's going to take a lot of time to build up even just a little bit of content for people to watch. Also, I really think when you're starting out, at least, this is just my opinion, you should have your videos be between 5 and 15 minutes for the most part. You don't really want them to be under 5 minutes because it's almost impossible to get significant watch time. And if your watch time is very, very brief, not only is that bad for your YouTube analytics, but also nobody's gonna remember you all that well if your videos are just 2 minutes long. So I recommend at least having your video be 5 minutes long and probably no more than 15. Why? Because you're not good at it. You're not good at it. You're a beginner. I'm still a beginner and I've made 64 videos, and I guarantee you these videos are a whole lot better than those first 10 or 15 because practice and experience and doing it over and over and over again, and I'm better able to figure out my mistakes and fix it. So anyways, you're gonna be a beginner for a while. Let yourself be a beginner, but I wouldn't make super long videos, at least not to start with, because again, you're not that good, nobody cares, you want them to care, you wanna suck them in, don't bore them to death by having a ridiculously long video when you're not that great at it. Next is have highly searchable titles. I've been doing this the entire time. It's kind of my whole strategy when it comes to Booktube. I am a mood reader, and as a mood reader, I tend to search by topic or trope or subgenre for books that I'm in the mood to read. So I will search for vampire romances. I will search for age gap romances. I will search for alpha romances. Whatever I'm in the mood for, I will search for it. And if I'm searching and that topic is the name of your video will pop up. And that's really important because nobody knows you. It's hard to find, it's hard to gain traction. One way, a big way that viewers have found me is by searching something that my video pops up because of the title of my video. Next, go ahead and start playlists at the very beginning. I literally started playlists this week due to the encouragement of several of the other romance booktubers. But playlists are super easy. It's a way to get people to watch more of your content. And if you're just adding every single video when you make it to a playlist, then that's super easy. I recommend having your playlist be separated by topic a little bit. So all of my dark romance videos go into one playlist, all my paranormal romance videos go into one playlist, all my contemporaries, yada yada yada, you get it. And there can be some crossover there, but I try to make it where if they liked this content, here's more similar content that might get them to keep on watching my channel because those are the things that they want, the recommendations that they want. By far, my highest watched videos are the specific recommendation ones, and I do recommend making those because as readers, it's nice to know what we're getting into. If it's just recent reads, reading vlog, book haul, reading wrap up, TBR, all of those are good. However, it doesn't separate you from anybody else. Why should I watch your TBR over somebody else's? Oh, yours has a ton of romance books that I might be interested in. There's your reason, but I don't know that if you don't show it to me. The community has been great. Not everybody is awesome. Not everybody is somebody that I want to be best friends with. However, by finding people that I genuinely enjoy watching their videos and being pretty faithful and loyal and commenting and consistently watching their videos, I have kind of gotten into a group of people who I really enjoy and who have helped me when I needed it. and who have watched my videos and promoted my videos, and it's not fake, right? Because you don't have to be best friends with everybody. You don't have to like everybody's content just because they're in the same niche as you. However, finding ones that you genuinely enjoy and actually going and commenting and supporting them, one way or another, it will come back to you. I really recommend that you try and be involved in the community one way or another, because it will encourage you to keep going if nothing else. I am still making videos that I want to watch. I make them in the style that I like to watch. I make the content that I like to watch with the topics and the tropes that I enjoy reading. That's my advice. I'm not going to have fun if I have to read books that I don't want to read, or if I have to talk about books that I don't want to talk about. There are other people with the same reading taste as you. They're not going to find you unless you are actually true to what you enjoy. So I really recommend, both in video style and in content, as well as reading, do what you really like. Create what you want to consume, and you'll find the people who have similar tastes to you. 6 months later, and my fears have pretty much gone away. I'm still really enjoying editing, which is a huge shocker to me. I still try not to overwhelm myself with all of the behind the scenes, back end technical things that I find overwhelming. I'm still filming on my phone. I have every intention of filming, editing, and reading on my phone for basically all time. I have no desire to change that currently. I'm still not spending money on my Booktube channel, and it's working out great, honestly, because it's more about reading and consistency and posting and doing the things than it is spending money on it. Now, I do think that your lighting and your thumbnails and all those things matter, but I think a lot of that can be attained without spending too much money, and you definitely don't need a bajillion books in your background. This baby, $8. $8 on Amazon. And I love it. I don't really buy books. I don't. I read on Kindle Unlimited and through my library. That is 99.99999% what I read. And that's fine. Nobody has come to my channel and been like, oh, well, your books are great and you seem to really enjoy them and I like what I'm hearing, but there's no books in the background, so I can't take you seriously. That just doesn't happen. Don't put pressure on yourself that nobody else is putting on you. I have to say, despite some moments of discouragement, some, oh man, they're growing so fast and I'm not, some frustration with myself while I'm editing what I was filming, I'm just like, wow. Can you say it's really good? I highly recommend one more time. Why don't you actually say something about the book? So yes, there has been some of that, but for the most part, it's been a very enjoyable experience so far. I'm trying hard to continue to make it enjoyable, because I know for myself, if I'm dreading something, I won't do it. So trying to make it enjoyable, pay attention to your own personality and the way you work, and work within that. If you have books that you want to talk about, there is a place for you. If you want to make a channel, go for it in the season of life that allows you to do that. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I really haven't had a bad experience. There have been brief moments and that's been it. So thank you so much for watching and for supporting my channel and being subscribed if you are. And I really appreciate it, and I look forward to updating kind of my experience and what I'm doing in 3 more months. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!